What's going on, YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update of the Wall Street cheat sheet, and what I'm going to do is tell you where I believe Bitcoin's at right now in its cycle, and also I'm going to get into the altcoins a little bit as well, talking about where they may be at in their cycle. But I think this is important because when I do a lot of studying on price action, you'll see these cycles repeat themselves even on the 1 minute time frame all the way out to the 1 month chart. So what we're going to be looking at is basically like on the 1 day time frame is what we're going to compare what we're looking to here on the Wall Street cheat sheet to Bitcoin. And then we're going to get into Bitcoin and we're going to go back and forth and kind of look at Bitcoin and where we may be right now. And remember, this is just my opinion. I'm having fun with this, and you guys let me know down low where you believe we're at, because I believe us working as a team together will really help so we can kind of know where we're at in this cycle. You know, guys, I've been here since, early 2017, so I got to see one of those whole cycles, even down to the accumulation phase like this when Bitcoin was at $3,000. I mean, it's incredible just to see these market cycles repeat themselves. So that's why I'm going to show you this. Remember, this can be like on the 1 day time frame is what I'm considering this to be, because when I'm really selling out of positions, I'm going to be looking at that 1 day time frame in this space, even that 1 week time frame. So where I believe right now that we're at, and this is just my opinion, I believe we're right in between this stage between belief and thrill. So the optimism's been here. I mean, many people have seen their portfolios, 2, 4, 5x at this point. People are believing Bitcoin's above 20,000. It broke up above it. And you even saw that we got that nice retracement. Excuse me, guys, not feeling the best today. But we got that nice retracement. And then we moved again, and we're up at $46,000 right now. So that was showing that belief. I mean, even with Tesla, Elon Musk getting into that's belief in Bitcoin. Now, the next is thrill. I will buy more on margin. Got to tell everyone to buy. I believe we're getting into that stage. And one thing I'd suggest for everybody who's in really winning positions, if you're up hundreds of percent and everything, guys, learn how to do it. Use trailing stop loss, as I've talked about this, or just keep moving your stop loss up as the price goes up. So if it goes against you, you lock in those great profits. Many of these profits are going to be life-changing. They have been life-changing for people, and you don't want to see them all go away like people did in 2017 when we had that big bear market. Now, I don't believe the bear market will be as extreme this time, because there's going to be more companies that are holding for the longer term. But still, there's many people, and I'm one of them, who feel like they got a second chance at this, and they're going to be taking profits. I'm just telling you, they're going to be taking profits. They're not going to be holding for the long term. Maybe some things a little bit you put in the closet, but many people on this euphoria, when we go straight up, they're going to be unloading their bags. So you need to know that. And that's just truth. You do whatever you want to do. This is not financial advice. But there's going to come a time when we go straight up again. And right after that straight up period, this is always what happens. We have that big fall. We bounce back up on lower volume. And then it's boom, we are down. And we're going to go through all these stages here. I want to explain them to you. But in my opinion, we're between belief and thrill right now. I believe the time to get fully invested, that was a little bit earlier. I mean, even to this point, but at this point, you would want to be cautious because anything can happen as well. As we know, like back in March, world things can happen and the markets can go nuts. As much as I don't like the stock market, you know what I'm saying, in terms of what we're doing here, if the stock market starts crashing, which I believe it's a big, huge bubble right now, then it could bring Bitcoin down with it in the shorter term, when everything's just going crazy like it did last time. So we have to be aware of that. So some of these opportunities are life-changing, and that's where you want to protect that capital, guys. You don't go broke taking a profit. And you don't especially go broke taking hundreds of percent profit. I've seen people who've gotten in coins at $4 and it's up to 200 or whatever. They're life-changing gains, and they refuse to even sell any of them because everybody's different, but those are life-changing gains to pay off all your debts, to be free, to help others, to do great things. And that opportunity may not always be there. And one thing that I always like to do, I wrote this down here. If you're in a coin or something and you have 1,000 coins, what's wrong with, as this price is going up here, you put those trailing stop losses so if it reverses, but as it's going up here, and getting these stages, you start slowly unloading. You start laddering out of positions. And then even after that, you can hold 25% That's kind of your moon bag, and that's something you could put in the closet like we talked about. But there's going to come this time when we go straight up and you need to know what to do, and that's technical analysis, and why I've been trying to preach it on this channel, so that you can help change your life. Now, the stages here, okay, so disbelief, then we have hope, we have the optimism, belief, thrill, and then we have the euphoria. And listen to this: I am a genius, we're all going to be rich. 10x leverage, 100x leverage. Guys, that's how people lose their homes, their marriage, all types of stuff. So, you know, everybody's going to preach moon, 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 and we have been going to the moon. We have to be realistic as well. In my long-term prediction for Bitcoin, like we talked about this market cycle, you know, I haven't even wanted to say it because I don't like to do predictions, because we take price action one day at a time. But it would be between $75,000 and $100,000 this cycle. I know some people will say 300,000, 400,000. Maybe if we continue to kick up that last little bit where we just go straight up. But I'm talking about a sustained price to where we actually trade around that area for a little bit before we start that bear market. I think it's going to be hard for people to pay over $100,000 this market cycle, because that's going to be a huge psychologically round number. So to pay, okay, $100,000 and a little bit more over that, I think many people go, and that's most likely when the chart's going to be looking like we're going straight up. So I just want you to be aware of these things. You know, and I hope we do get overperformance. My goodness, I would love to be wrong and have it go to $500,000 or something crazy like that. But we have to be realistic, guys. These are amazing gains that don't happen in many other spaces. And I believe we're really blessed for being in this space right now. So on the backside here, we have complacency. We just need to cool off for the next rally. Then anxiety. We've all been there before. I haven't been. I've never had a margin call. I don't really use leverage in the crypto space, but I'm just talking about the anxiety. We've all had that before. Why am I getting margin calls? This dip is taking longer than expected, and that's where it just keeps going lower and lower and lower, guys. You know how it goes straight down. The bear jumps right out the window. Bull takes the stairs, bear jumps right out the window. That's just how it is. That's why you have to be so protective. Denial. My investments are with great companies. They will come back. Panic. You know what? Everyone is selling. I need to get out. Anger. I saw this even around the time when I started my channel, 2018 and everything. Who shorted the market? Why did the government allow this to happen? Depression. My retirement money is lost. How can we pay for all this new stuff? I'm an idiot. Disbelief. This is a sucker's rally. And this will happen from the minute all the way out to grand super cycles. And I guess that's the thing, guys. If you can pay off debt, that's the first place to go. If you get profits, you know, call me an old man. I'm 32 years old, but I would love to be 100% debt free, home paid off, everything by 35. You know, and that's what we're looking for in this space. And then you can start building more businesses and doing all types of things. So what I want to look at next, we're going to get into Bitcoin, and you tell me where you think we're at. Here's the chart right here. So let's go into the log scale. And this is where I want to go from. Right back here in March, when we had this massive fall. Took us down to $3,800. And then this is where we're at right now. So this is on the log scale. Now if I flip it to auto here, arithmetic scale, I would love to know where you guys believe we're at. So let's click back here. When we're looking at this. You can see right up in this area, right now we had, I believe this was the Tesla buying, massive candle. So we have to keep an eye on the candle close for today. Right now we basically have a doji candle that's forming, but we're going to have to wait for the close and see where we're at. RSI right now around 75. If we're looking at the volatility stop, it's going to be around $40,000 right now. So guys, that's what I want to talk to you about today. I don't want to make this too long, but just getting back to the Wall Street cheat sheet, I guess I would use trailing stop losses, always lock in profit. There's always going to be more opportunities. Learn, to trade a little bit on some smaller time frames where a lot of those big moves come in. I think it can really help you. So if you get something from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless each and every one of you. Take care.